Okay, so let's talk about one of the great quirks that C has, and that is, or C++ has. It's kind of hard to return more than one number. So what I did was I defined a custom data type or a structure called cell number struct, which takes a row and column. And what it is going to do is going to revolutionize, or not it was going to change the game for me. So here it is. My function struct cell num struct check how many options in cell. So check how many options in cell will return me a type of this. So this function will return me two numbers which correspond to the cell with the lowest number of options, and that's going to be a lot more convenient. So in this Sudoku, let's say this one might have six options. This one might have five options. This one might have five options. This one might only have two options. This one might have two options. Let's call it 3, 4, 6, 7, 7, 7. Okay, so in theory, you could start from the rightmost cell and then work your way forward. So you start from this cell and then you'll build your tree outwards. I'm like, I think we can do a bit better than that. It makes sense to start at this function, the lowest function, and build outwards that way. You know, that's my trail of thought. So what I want to do is I want to go into my Sudoku and I want to see, hey, how many options does each cell have? So if you equal 0, like if this number here is 0, you're not solved. Please tell me how many options you are. So for example, let's say this has 4 and a 2, this has 4 and a 2, this one has 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Hey, just give me one of these cells. So what we'll do is you'll start from, you assume it's not solved, you start from like 9, and if this cell has less, you will then say, okay, this cell has the least Sudoku now. Let's make a note. This is at 1, 1. Okay. Oh no, this cell is lower. This is at 0, 1, 0, 0. This is at 1, 1. Okay. This has the same number. Who cares? Let's ignore it. Oh, hang about a second. This cell here in location that looks like 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. Okay. This cell at 3, 4 is where the lowest number occurs. So keep going towards the end. Doesn't matter. Okay. This cell is a cell which has the lowest amount of options. Some other cells may have 2 options or the same, but it doesn't matter. This is fine. What I want you to do, I want you to return this code, this to me. And I'm going to return this to you. Alright. Now, here is another thing I want to do. You've now told me the location, but I need the location and I need the possible answers. And how do I get that? Introducing my favorite function or my favorite code parameter, vector. This is like a dynamic array and this changed the game for me. So, please return me a blank vector. Please return me a vector. And I'm going to give you a location. So here is the Sudoku. Here is the structure. In the function, please find where this is. So, okay, you are. Let's call this 3, 4. Okay. In Sudoku option, let's say 3, 4 is probably here. In Sudoku 3, 4, right here. What I want you to do, I want you to tell me what options I can have. So let's say 1, 2. Let's say it's 2 and 4. What I want you to do, take this as a vector and give me back my vector. So now give me like a dynamic array of options possible, and that's the main function of these two programs. That's the functions of these functions.